Howdy folks, this is Jethro. Just wanted to come and do a quick video. It's been a while since I've done one. Hope everybody out there is doing good. Not a whole lot going on around here, so just thought I'd bring out what I got on the shelf for models, my stash, collection, whatever you want to call it. Just thought I'd go over some of what I got there. So let me turn this camera around here and we'll get started and show you what I got hidden away. I'm going to do this video, probably going to do two different videos on it because I kind of got two different timelines of when I acquired all of these. I had was into the modeling and building a lot about 25 years ago, and I collected quite a few then. And I had a time lapse where, you know, family and other responsibilities and other priorities kind of took over, and I built a few here and there, but I didn't purchase any. So these are the first half of the first video is just going to be the ones that I've had for 20 years or more, probably we'll say. We'll just go over them a little bit. I'm not going to get into too much detail on them. Got an old Monogram Torino Talladega. That one's not been built, it's been opened, but it's not even been started. Don't even know where I got that one from. I think I got about probably 15 or 20 of these I got in one time. I bought a lot or a bundle from a guy that was just needing money or whatever, and I bought quite a few from him, and others I picked up here and there. I think that's one of them that came in the bundle. I got a little 34 Ford. I've seen a few of you guys in the community build these, and I actually had two of these and have built one with my son. We built one. It's up in a display case up in his room. Want to just build with him, just kind of trying to get him interested in the hobby. So that's a cool kit. I'll get to that one of these days. There's another one from the bundle that I had, a 454 Ss Chevy. I don't know what year that truck is. It didn't really say on there. I don't think they were 90s. I think early 90s when they came out with those. And we got my only Johan kit that I have. They call it a Pro Street AMX. It's not really Pro Street. It's not tubbed or anything. It's just got kind of wide tires sticking out of the back. But that's another one I got in the bundle. And the only thing I know of, it's missing the metal axles, which is no big deal. And the only bad thing is that the red taillight panel is missing. That goes all the way across the back there, so I don't know if that little section right there, I'll have to try to, if I ever get around to building it, I'll figure that out. Got a Monogrammable Coffin. This was a re-release. I remember this as a kid, this one being out. This is not that old. The Monogram Classics. I believe this was a mid to late 90s. I actually got that as a door prize at a car show I'd entered, and thought that was pretty cool. 32 Ford. That's the classic hot rod. That's hadn't even been opened. That's another one I got in that big bundle of cars. That's on the one of these days list. 36 Ford 5-window coupe. That's got that's a 2-in-1 kit. I believe you can build that one stock or hot rod. And knowing me, I would probably go somewhere in between there, because I know I'm going to put the flathead in there, because that's just a guaranteed. Still got quite a few more here. Got the Cummins March 86C. I have no idea what age of this kit is. This one a friend of mine gave me, 5 or 6 of these a friend of mine gave me, that just, you know, clearing out his collection that he wasn't building. 61 Impala SS409. That's a Lindbergh. I think I got that one from the same guy. Dan Fink's Speedwagon from Monogram. That's another one from the bundle that I got. The old 55 Ford Panel Harley Davidson Revell kit. That one's been opened but not started. Another 40 Ford sedan delivery. I don't remember where this is, probably part of the bundle as well, because I don't really remember getting that one. There's the old classic 49 Ford. I bet I built 5 or 6 of these over the years as a kid, and I've got one that was built and kind of came apart, and I started doing some other stuff with that, and didn't ever finish that. The old hot rod Tasca Ford Thunderbolt. I've seen a few guys in the community have built this model, but as the Ron Davis Ford gas Ronda car. Same kit exactly, just different color is molded in and different decals. 69 Camaro, another one that I got 2 of these in that bundle. Another one that I built one of these with my son, Lugnut. He's had a build or 2 on my channel. So that was another one that I had, one that had been started, and we went ahead and finished it with him. So that's just, I had a couple of 69 Camaros, so I've always liked those cars. And there's the heavy Chevy Chevelle, 1970 Malibu Chevelle. That's another one that was in the bundle, I'm pretty sure. That one's been kind of opened and gone through, but not built or not started being built. And I got a 48 Ford Woody. That one I bought not long after I bought my 48 Ford that I've shown in a couple of my videos. I bought it, and it's been sitting on the shelf for right at almost 20 years, going on 20 years. So 57 Nomad Revell monogram kit. I put that little gas station scene together, and I actually used that as a background on a couple of my, I think the T-Bucket video I used that on. So, and got a couple others that are larger scales here, so it's getting a little harder to find a place for all of these things. Don Perdome Revell kit, Don Perdome Windswinder. This is one that friend of mine gave me. This has been started, and I'm not sure if all the parts are here. They probably are, because he's pretty careful with all of that stuff. Engine's done, a few other things are done, but it's just kind of stalled. And there's a, what is it, a 1/16 scale. So there's that one. That's a pretty cool kit. That looks good. I think I've seen somebody build one similar to that. And I got another larger scale one here. I bought this one at Big Lots back when Big Lots was really cool. Before they became a grocery store and furniture store. They actually had model kits there. A lot like Ollie's is now. But 283 small block. This is a very detailed engine kit. It's got the fuel injection, the mechanical fuel injection from the 50s. It actually has separate rocker arms, push rods, lifters, all of that is separate. And I guess I haven't built this because if I go through all that much trouble, I want it to run. So maybe that's why I haven't built that one yet. I don't know. I think I got one more really big one that was given to me. I'm going to have to turn this off and get this up. Okay, now this one here is actually a 1/3 scale, and it is an operating visible turbo engine. It is the 4-cylinder, what they used in the Thunderbird Turbo Coupe and the SVO Mustang in the early 80s. And it is very detailed as well. As every piece, a rotating engine. It has a little electric motor. You can hook, I believe, batteries, or you may plug it in. I don't remember. But it actually runs. You got the timing belt with the cam running, and the distributor to the spark plugs. The spark plugs actually have little LEDs that light up in the firing order. So you got to actually do the firing order correctly to make everything work right. But everything works. You turn it on and get it going. We looked at that, my son and I looked at that. We were going to do it as a summer project a couple of years ago, and it didn't happen. We didn't really even get started on it. We just got into other stuff, and but that was given to me by people in the early Ford V8 club that had came to the point where they knew they weren't going to build it, and they gave it to me and my son, hoping that we would have time to get it done, and hopefully we will. But that's about it for the first half. The only other one, I got a little box here. This model I built. This one I got at another car show at an auction, like one of them silent auctions at a car show to raise money. Somebody had that in there. It was built very poorly, not painted. Nothing was painted, and it was glued together, and a lot of the parts were broken. I salvaged it. I took it apart the best I could, painted it the best I could. The body was like a light yellow color. I just left it like that because I didn't want to break stuff. So, but I just couldn't throw the box away because that box is very cool. It's, I think, from the early 60s when this was released. It does not say, but IMC Corporation, for the best I can figure, it was released in the early 60s. But that about wraps it up for my first stash review. I've got the next one will be cars that or kits that I bought in the last, say, 2 years, when I've kind of gotten interest back in this, so, or the time to do it. I've always had the interest in it. I just kind of put family priorities above that for the whole time they were growing up, and they're mostly grown and moved out, so I got time to get back into this now, so it'll be fun. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate all the subscribers, all the views and the comments, and enjoy all of y'all's videos and the interaction. So that about wraps it up from here. Hope you all are doing good, and we will talk at you later. This is Jethro, over and out.